So next one, D, opening parcels. And not the knot in a string around the parcel is of the permanent type. Since such a strings are usually cut rather than untied. One may therefore not undo the knot in a parcel of Yom Tov. However, one may cut the string in destructive fashion. For example, if one purchases boxes of matzah. Okay, before we continue. So when they say parcels, it's a packages. Like before, I don't know when they stop do these parcels. Like in my days, they do like what is it from? They would do boxes from a plywood, like thin plywood, and you can buy from the post office, and you put there, and you put the nails inside that. That's how you close, and on top you also put the strings, right? Put a string, and they put a stamp, like they would melt the stamp. That's what the olden packages. And sometimes they would do it with the letters, like special letters. They would melt a stamp and stuff like that. So I mean, for us, I think that this package from bakery is more practical than the parcels. Parcels today they do with the tape and that's it, right? So this parcel, this package from this from the bakery. So just cut the nut. That's it. Destructive fashion. Or cut just the string, right? Not the nut. For example, if one purchases matzah that were tied up in a knot and knotted, it should not be undone on Yom Tov, but should cut the string destructively. So yeah, that's I mean, today matzah like they simple, they just tape it, but in olden days, yeah, they would just 1 second, sorry. 1 second. So with olden, I mean, today like very expensive matzah, they still have a string around, because I think that's my explanation, because the box is very soft. It's not as strong. Okay, so that's why you need a string to keep it together. Okay, but whatever we buy, it's like we buy 1 pound one, so it's a smaller one, so that does not need anything. So, but 2 pounds, when they buy 2 pounds, that's when you need the string. Okay, so for example, one purchased box of matzah, they were tied with a knot. He should not undo the knots on Yom Tov, but should cut the string destructively. So it does not say cut the knot, so maybe it's too much, so just cut the string. I would say, because in some sense, if you're going to cut through the knot, so it's like you untied. So I would not do that, but string is good enough. Okay. So next one, E, hair ribbons. One must be careful not to fashion forbidden knot when tying ribbons in the hair. So again, if it's not in the bow, I'm not sure how they tie it. It was a long time ago. I think that they do with a knot in the bow. That's the way I understand. And because they have to undo it. Okay, so in this case, if she would undo it on that day, there is no problem. Okay. Next one is necklace. There are 2 different methods of making necklaces. So there is a children's game to make necklaces. So they have many beads, and they play with it. There are 2 different methods of making necklaces, one of which is permitted, and one is questionable, and the other is questionable. Okay. If the knot is fashioned in such a way that when the narrow end is pulled out, no knot will be left, right? The slip knot, right? There is a remaining fold comes apart with a single tug. It is considered like a bow, and may be made on Yom Tov, even if it is remain intact indefinitely. So that's like a slip knot, right? You make a slip knot, so if you start pulling one side, it's going to get undone. So that's even though even though as he said, unless you pull it, nothing is going to happen. That doesn't matter. It's not considered a permanent knot. Okay. It's considered like a knot in a ball. Okay. One more time. If knot is fashioned in such a way that there is a narrow end, when the end there is pulled, like a narrow, I think the shorter end is pulled, no knot will be left behind. There is remaining folds come apart with single tug. It is considered like a bow. So okay. So it's not considered like a knot and a bow. That's, I apologize. It's considered like a bow. One bow, we said it's like a single knot. Okay, that's why there is no problem whatsoever. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so this would be, so why do they need that? I mean, when they put on a string all of these beads, they want to tie it like they want to wear it as a necklace, right? So that's the thing. So if you have two knots like that from two sides, there is no problem. How they get together two sides, I'm not sure. Continue. If knot is left behind after narrow end is pulled out, that's the problem. The tie should always be undone within the 24 hours. Some poskim rule, however, the necklace may be fashioned in any manner. Okay. I'm not sure why would they do that. So I mean, if it's a game, maybe because they're going to play next time. I'm not sure. And we're going to undo, but we should follow more stringent opinion. I do this permitted knot from both ends, and no problem. Okay.